Hello and welcome. In this video, we will discover 12 things women only do with men they love. Love is strange. Some people walk right into it while others spend their whole lives searching for it. Some find strength in it while others find only weakness. People have tried and failed to explain it. Love is an extraordinary emotion, an amalgamation of joy, fear, pride, and so much more. From grand gestures worthy of a romantic comedy to spurring the creation of some of the greatest art and music and poetry in the world, this emotion has evoked some pretty crazy behavior. Despite the ballads and the epics, however, the emotion remains elusive and far from being understood. It operates in mysterious ways, and before you even know it, you find yourself changing in ways you'd never think possible. And with an emotion as complex as this one, recognizing that it is even there to begin with can prove to be a challenge. But there are a few things that only people in love are capable of. So without further ado, here are a few things that women only do with the men that they love. But just before we dive in, make sure you subscribe to the channel and don't forget to download your free book to successfully seduce any girl by clicking on the link in the description below. Number 1. Wears her heart out on her sleeve. The only time a woman will completely open her heart out to another person, unless of course she needs heart surgery, is when she's in love. Letting another person in, allowing them to see you as you are, the hopes and fears, the dreams and desires, the good and the bad, completely unfiltered is pretty scary. Being so vulnerable can really suck, and for most, if there's even the slightest chance of getting hurt or being rejected, the natural instinct would be to clamp back up again. So if a woman lets her guard down with her partner, it means that she feels safe around them. She trusts them with her heart and trusts that they will accept her for who she is. The best of people have their dark sides, and if a woman shows you that side of herself, if she allows herself to be vulnerable and raw and real around you, then it is probably a good sign that she's in love with you. 2. Has seen the worst and will stand by you. Vulnerability goes both ways, and when a woman truly loves her significant other, she will stand by them through thick and thin. This means that you should be able to trust her with your whole heart, just as she trusts you with hers. You could share with her your biggest insecurities or your deepest, darkest fears, and it would still not drive her away. Whatever trouble you might have going on in your life, family fights, a dead-end job, money problem, this woman will have your back through it all. So no matter where you are in your life, if a woman loves you, she will stay by your side through the highs and the lows, the success and the failures, the good and the bad. 3. Accepts you for who you are. It was once said that you don't love because you love despite. William Faulkner. No two people are alike, but these differences are what make them unique and are probably the reason why they fall in love in the first place. A woman who loves you will love you despite your differences and flaws. She won't try to change you, not your body or your interests or your personality. Though she may disagree with you on a lot of things, she wouldn't want you any other way. She will accept you for who you are and will love you, imperfections and all. At the end of the day, what are minor differences in the face of love? 4. Sticks it out through the storm. Though she would love you despite the differences, it doesn't mean that you won't clash heads every now and then. Every relationship, romantic or platonic, sees its fair shares of fights and arguments. So it is only normal that even the woman you love won't see eye to eye with you at times. In these moments, the important thing here, however, is that a fight will not mean the end of your relationship. A woman in love will fight for her relationship to last. Fights, to her, are not a weapon she wields to hurt the other, but a means to resolve issues and talk about problems. She wants your relationship to persevere and go the distance. So in the aftermath of an argument, no matter how intense, she will make an effort to work through the differences, to heal the hurt, and come out from the fight a much stronger couple than before. 5. Guides you when you go off track. Life can be a wild ride, and as individuals, in your relationship, each of you will go through your own personal struggles and road bumps. It may be a fight with someone close to you, or the loss of a loved one. A moment in which accepting the darkness seems like the easiest possible option. But in these moments, a woman who loves you will be there to steer you away from the dark and into the light. She will be there as your friend, your guide, your confidant. She won't shirk away from calling you out when you are wrong or telling you off when you aren't being your best self. She believes in you and will always be there to help you sort through your emotions, accept responsibility, and to find your way back at the end of it all. 6. Your best friend. A woman in love with her significant other will be their best friend. Someone who listens to you talk about your day and whine about minor inconveniences, but also someone who is content spending hours of silence in your company. You won't have to worry about how you look or what you say around her. She's already seen it all and loves you anyway. She will respect you and your space and expect the same from you. She will always have time for you no matter how busy her day and will accommodate your needs into her schedule. Though she may have to juggle between her personal and professional life, you will always be a priority in her life, and she won't hesitate to make that known. 7. Sees a future with you in it. In a world where even planning 2 days ahead of time can be a struggle at times, a woman in love with her partner will visualize a future that features them in it. She will see and want a life with you in it. It may come up in casual conversations about where you see yourselves in the next 5 years, or more serious discussions about your futures and lives together. But whatever it is, you will always be an integral part of her long-term plans. The future is fickle and changes course all the time, but to her, you will be a constant, the one person she sees with complete clarity no matter how dark the rest of the road is. Whether it's a major success at work or starting a family, when all her dreams come true, you will be the person she sees by her side to share the big moments of her life. 8. Cares about what you think. A woman who loves you will care about what you think and will take your opinion seriously. Asking for your advice on important decisions, professional or personal, is her way of showing how much she values you and your place in her life. She factors in your point of view into her big life decisions simply because you're an important part of her future. Being able to share vulnerabilities and internal conflicts is a huge indicator of how much a person trusts and respects another. So if she comes to you for advice, especially for the big stuff, quitting her job, moving out, getting married, etc., then you found the perfect person to share your life with. 9. Learns to love what you love. As we've talked about before, differences between partners is natural and it is not uncommon for couples to have drastically different interests. It is quite possible that she would not share the same passions that you have. True love, however, defies petty differences, and a woman who loves you will learn to love the things that you love. She will not dismiss the things that excite you no matter how trivial they seem, and might even begin to take an active interest in the things that you like. Though she may never completely understand the things that interest you, she will make every effort to. From hobbies to lifelong passions, your dreams will become her dreams. She will always want the best for you and will always have a place in her heart to care about the things that you care about. 10. Compromises. A relationship is built on mutual compromise, and a woman who loves with all her heart will be able to make these compromises on her end without any resentment or bitterness. Each decision will be one that is made collectively and puts the relationship before individual goals. Just as you respect her aspirations, she will respect yours and will make genuine compromises to allow you to grow the same way that you would do for her. 11. Makes you her family. If a woman loves you, you will become an indispensable, invaluable part of her world. By giving her your heart, you will become a part of her family. Starting from introducing you to her family, a woman who loves you will actively create opportunities for her parents and siblings to get to know you. She will also do everything to make a good impression on your family so that they accept her. From attending family dinners around the holidays to keeping in touch with your parents, she will do whatever it takes to integrate you into her home and her family, and will also make every effort to become a part of yours. 12. Says I love you. This one may seem a little bit on the nose, but the words I love you are a pretty big deal and don't come as easily as one might think. A woman who does love you, however, will not shy away from saying those 3 little words. It could be in the little moments like when you make her laugh with one of your terrible jokes, or in the big ones when she holds you close and tells you everything is going to be okay. But when she tells you she loves you, she'll mean it with all her heart and you will just know. She will fight for her relationship and will always make you her #1 priority. She will love you through the laughter and the tears, the good and the bad, and will not hesitate to make it known. So if she says that she loves you, That's a pretty solid sign that she is probably head over heels in love with you. Love conquers all. It triumphs through the fears and the insecurities and amplifies the victories and joys. Love is selfless and shared, and if you give with all of your heart, you will get back with all of hers. It has a funny way of making us do and feel things that we would otherwise never even consider, which is exactly what makes people in love such a wonder to behold. As you grow, love will grow with you and change its form, and though you may not recognize it, it'll still be there right before your eyes. So if you ever need a sign or a reminder that she loves you, just look back to the little moments, the quiet moments after a big fight, the nights spent all by yourselves with the rest of the world locked outside, and you will know. Because when she loves you, she will love every part of you, all strings attached. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, comment, and especially subscribe to the channel. You're also free to receive the new book, 9 Keys to Seduce Any Girl, by clicking on the link in the description below.